Hello, we back. It's that time of the week again. With a twist, somewhat, not really, but instead of doing Heat 5 because there's no way to do like an all-star thing in that game because it doesn't exist. They never put a all-star race thing in the game, and we're going to be doing Thunder 04, so we're here. I was gonna do this earlier in the week, but I just wasn't really in the mood that day, and I really don't want to stream if I'm not like in the mood. So I just postponed. So here we are. So yeah, it's I mean it's gonna be a chill stream. Texas I know is gonna be very uneventful, so I'm just gonna probably be talking about a lot of random stuff. I'm in that random talky mood. But yeah, hello Caden, hello Braden Taylor, thanks for stopping by. Hello Clips. Yeah, we already dropped frames. That's just absolutely terrible. Wow. At some point, I don't know. I guess it stopped some time ago, but you text in order to play an roster. Yeah, that was the last game to ever actually properly implement like stages. Stages, what the fuck? Properly implement. I guess there technically is stages in the All-Star race that they're called segments. That's a whole different. It's a whole different like thing, but yeah, that was the last game to actually have the All-Star race. Would you ever want to do a NASCAR YouTuber race? I mean, I technically already did with Core, which was the whole concept of that was YouTubers racing against each other. So I technically did do that a long time ago. But yeah. Hello, Abraham. We'll see how this race goes. Bristol's going to be really, really intense. We're going to go from like super duper intense to uneventful, boring with Texas. So, and it's kind of perfect because they're going to Texas this week, today for the All Stars. So it's kind of worked out with the timing, so that's kind of cool. So we'll check out the standings because that's really important. We are leading it by 11 over Jeff Gordon. We might lose it after Bristol because I don't think we're going to win. I think we'll have a decent run. But I don't think we're going to... I don't know. It just depends on where Stewart and Gordon run. But they always run up in the top 5 almost every race, it seems like. So otherwise, point standing still pretty close amongst the top 10. Have you ever been to a food city? No. There is no food city in my area, unfortunately. Would I ever go back to iRacing? No. I am not interested in that. I just really regret it. I regret it even more now because I have like this really, really nice racing chair, and I have no buyers. So like I have like that chair costed me like I don't know how much it was. Plus like the extra like lumbar support and then like the neck thing, the headrest. That was like almost $400 combined. Maybe a little more because it was like hand built to be like the size for this desk. So it's really nice. It's still brand new, but I don't have like I would love to sell that and like get money from it, but I can't. So I'm kind of screwed with it. So I regret that. I don't regret like the PC parts, so because that definitely was a nice upgrade. But as far as iRacing was concerned, it was so much. It cost so goddamn much. And my tax returns, I had like a bunch of papers, writing it out. It was like hundreds of dollars for like the tracks, some of the cars, the membership. It was just absurd. Like it's like my PC could run it fine, but like man, it was not worth it for me after a while. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Oh my god, Dale is here. Hello, Dale. Thanks for stopping by. Got a new setup I need to try for Bristol. Oh, no. No, I like the setup I have. I like the setup I have, though. But here's the car ratings that we're going with. It's pretty damn good. So we got 100 condition there. We'll probably reuse our other one for, like, this number 4 one for Texas. We're going to go with number 3. Engine. We're going to go with the best one possible for Bristol. Efficiency is good, decent too. And the downforce, we are going to go with number 1. So, yeah. I don't really know how this is all going to go, but it's our highest car rating of 69. And that is indeed nice. So, yeah. But it seemed like a pretty good car. Based on when I was doing practice, it handled fine. It just, the race pace for the AI at this track in this game has always been really, really tough. So, I don't know. But yeah, let's just, I'm going to jump into it. Just give a rip in practice and tell me what you like. Alright, I guess write down whatever the setup you have. Actually, I should probably do that too. So I don't lose it, because this game doesn't really have like a way to save setups. Or like save multiple setups at a time. So I'll see, you can maybe find a buyer. You know, I mean, obviously I was thinking like, okay, maybe I can like sell it on eBay or something, but like the shipping cost for that is gonna be like outrageous. Even if it's from someone in the States, it's gonna probably be like $200. So I'm not even gonna be making like back much money. So it's just like, well, I don't know what the hell to do. I mean, I guess I could sell it at flea market, but I don't really have like any flea markets. Actually, I do. There's one open on like Sundays. But I don't know how that all works, and I don't know the logistics behind it. And I don't know, it's a very specific chair made for a specific thing, so I don't think it's going to get, I don't think anyone walking around a flea market's going to be like, hey, I want to buy this specific thing. I don't know, it just doesn't seem likely. So that's why I was just hoping, like, somehow, well, I was seeing if Dale wanted it, but he couldn't really afford it, so it was like, well, shit. I didn't know what to do at that point. The symbol for cancer is 69. Wow, that's really depressing. I always think a 69 is the sex position. That's, I think, what most people remember it for. Well, alright. Gotta get out my thing here to write down the Bristol setup so I don't lose it. Or, like, doesn't get deleted or something. NTO4 Bristol. Let's see. Tires is 20. Downforce is 75, 65. Suspension is 50, 70, and then 0.0 for the wedge. Gears. 1 is 2. That doesn't... 1 is 2. God. Third is 110. And fourth is 88. And then rear end is 550. Now I gotta write down the well, I guess I don't have to write it down. I guess I could just try it. 1 is 2. Why am I 1 is 2? Let's see, 80% on the front springs. 90 on the rear. Usual. And -5 wedge. Okay, let's try that. 80 and 90 though, that seems really high, but it probably works. Nitro stale. uh, sell the desk as a bundle. I don't really. Well, that old desk literally like fell apart as we were like removing it from the room. Like it was, it's dead. that old brown desk is just destroyed. It does not. I can't sell that. But yeah, I think I guess all that's okay. Okay, well. I'll try some practice laps, see what I can do. I was getting like 15 ones with this. We'll see if I can get a little bit better, or see like what how it acts. Yeah. And I run my fastest lap. Wow. Okay, this setup does work then. Not sure what it'll do in the long run yet, but hey, for just overall feel, it's pretty good. Good God, 14.9. Okay, that's even faster than what I was running before. Damn, Dale, you really created a better setup. Huh. Oh, I'm really impressed. I'm not shocked, but impressed. I like it. 14. Yeah, it feels pretty good. I'm just you always run a lot looser of a setup. I never really can do that. I think 0.5 shouldn't hurt it too bad, or half a round down. I don't think that's gonna hurt it too badly. Yeah, we'll see what we can do in the race then. I mean, this race is going to go by really fast because it's only 250 laps. We can get through that in like an hour, less than an hour in like 20 minutes. That setup led 494 of the 500 laps in that race. Good God, damn, that's insane. Holy crap. Well, here we go. We're going to jump into qualifying. We're going to see just what we can do. Put me in fourth gear, though. But this first lap's always going to be kind of a wash because we're not really up to speed fully. Wow. Wow, I was so surprised by the pole. I literally completely messed up the corner. That might be faster, even though I messed up turn 1. That's gonna be, oh my sweet Jesus, a 15-second. God damn, that's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. I don't even know what to say. Wow, Dale, you create one monster setup. Good lord, you did that with a 56 harmony. Jeez, well then, if that's the case, then I should be able to easily win this with 69 car rating. I gotta close my door. I think the dog opened it. She always sometimes kind of like opens it and walks in and then leaves. All right. That's just gross. I don't even know what to say. That's just complete domination. I don't. We'll see if we can get a dub today, then. I don't know. So, yeah, we'll have MRN take it away and see if they have something funny to say. Mark Martin's 22nd. God damn it. I hate this. All right, let's get into this. Oh, my God. I almost threw up. God damn.
Welcome, everyone, to Bristol, Tennessee for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the Food City 500. This is one of the most exciting tracks in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. So many cars, so little space. Wouldn't you agree?
The fans here love watching this race. There'll be some bumping and banging out there in this one. I can assure you of that.
The 63 car is our NASCAR Winston Cup points leader coming into this race.
What a great feeling that must be to have the points lead. Although you have to think about the guys closing in behind you, one bad day at the track and you got to start climbing the ladder all over again.
Elliott Sadler surprised some people with his first career win here at Bristol in 2001.
And it wasn't the Sadler one that was surprising, because the kid has got some talent. But somehow he and his team figured out a way to get over 160 good laps on his tires, and he won it on fuel mileage. It was something to see.
Dale Jarrett comes to the track with the hopes of maintaining his top 5 points position.
Being in the top 5 is a huge boost in self-confidence. I know everyone on that team is very happy with their performance this season, and rightfully so.
Start your engine.
Hell of an introduction. Insane that it's almost 20 years since this game came out and it still just absolutely slaps the tar out of modern NASCAR games. I'll definitely do a stream at some point of like a NASCAR video game tier list, because I saw something online of one I can probably use. I was going to start the stream an hour early just to go through it, but I really don't want to be like pinned to like an hour of doing that because it might take longer. I don't know. But here we go. 250 laps of this. We're on the pole. We're going to try to do something. Hopefully, Mark Martin has a good run. That's all I got. Here we go. And green flag. Alright. Get through the gears nicely. We'll clear Bill Elliott, no problem. Get away from Rusty Wallace. Okay, that was a decent first lap. Car is good now, but I'm just very curious on how the tire wear is going to be in the long run, because that's kind of been the problem with the longer races you go, the more the tire wear is going to start to affect you. So I'm kind of curious. It does seem like this game works the best at like 25% races from all the stuff I've tested off camera. It seems like the game almost was like made for it, because the tire wear is about the best, or at least like it degrades pretty slowly. And it seems like the AI don't get super crazily spread out compared to like a 50 or 100% race. So I feel like 25% is that perfect balance.
15, 14. You're looking great from where I'm sitting. How's the car?
I mean, we're holding the lead right now, which is good. Dale Jr. is right there behind me. He's not really a championship threat yet in the standings. He's got a couple of points behind me. He's more than 30, so really we just got to kind of worry about Jeff Gore and Tony Stewart, which I don't think are in the top 5 anymore. Or if they were, they're not now.
15-5. You're flying out there, buddy. Good job.
Kurt's up to 4th. Hell yeah. I thought Kurt started in the, like, I don't know, not in the top 10. Maybe I'm mistaken, but go Kurt.
15-12. Keep running that line. That lap was fast.
But yeah, it's just, I haven't been playing this game as much as I should. I only really just got on this, like, maybe an hour and a half ago, just to kind of practice and get used to the game again, because my last time I was on this was, like, May 12th. So much shit has happened in the not 10-day span, but just a lot of just stupid shit, and I can't stand it. So, let's talk about taxes. This is going to be fun. So, what happened is, because now that I'm 27, I have like my own health insurance stuff. So, okay, that makes sense. So, what happened is, in like the tax return, I got a massive amount back, because like the healthcare stuff is in like my name now, so it got transferred like to me with all that return money instead of like what it would usually be like with my parents. So it was like $2,698. I was planning to get back. It's been since March 11th when that was filed. 2 months later, and I still haven't gotten it. That really is aggravating to know that there's like this big amount coming my way. But it's even worse because, well, my parents thought that that $26.98 they were owed that because they paid for the healthcare insurance until just this recent year. So they felt like they're owed it, and I understand. I'm fine with them splitting it in half. That's what we agreed on. But the issue is that she wanted it like right away, and I was saying to her like I want to wait till like that comes in because I never got like actual tax return money back, so I don't know how long it can take. I just feel better if I would do that when it's like in there. But she wanted it right then and there, like right then and there. It just really sucked because I already did as much as I possibly could to help out with like the whole dad fundraiser stuff, and like the fact that like she still needed more at that time, it just sucked because it made me feel like the amount I raised wasn't enough. Like I don't know what I could possibly have done. So that just like sucked with the timing. But they obviously didn't know it would take this long, and it's never taken this long for any of their other returns to come in because they filed their stuff at like the same time mine was, and they got theirs back within 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, which is 3 weeks is the normal amount of time it's supposed to take. So yeah, so because of that, I've like I've hemorrhaged so much money and lost $1,300 from it, $1,350 about. But so now I'm struggling for money, and everything's really fucking depressing, and I don't even know how I even stream half the time to even have like the will to even like want to do stuff because I'm so fucking depressed. And it's just like I can't do another fundraiser. I can't ask for more because I already literally asked my fans for help way too many times, so I'm fucking screwed. So now I'm just in this like terrible situation. So it's fucking awful. I hate it. I don't like to talk about it, but then again I am talking about it, so I don't know what. It's just been miserable, and I've been wanting to stream more just to hopefully get like enough donations. Because even if I do it like 3 times, I don't know what the amount I would need like per stream to get to like the quota I need just to pay off bills and other sorts of stuff. But on average, it would have to be like $25, and that doesn't even seem like much, but that's like per stream, so that'd be like $75 like for the week, which I'm lucky to even I don't know, I'm just in this really shitty spot. That was a fucking awful corner, god damn. Oh god, here comes Rusty. Okay, never mind, no more tax talk. We got a battle for lead on our hands. That Jeff Gordon's out of frickin' nowhere. I didn't even notice that. Kurt's no longer in the top 5, so that's bullshit. Just now we gotta worry. We gotta go in a little bit of sweat mode now. Hopefully Kamikaze was not watching the stream as I did that, because that was... He ain't gonna like that. Well, I mean, I'm definitely doing pretty good, but I'm not just pulling away. The fact Dale did this, like a 100% race, and led that many laps. He basically pulled the 2016 Coke 600 Mark Truex at Bristol. Except better because I don't know what the word I was trying to find. I appreciate the kind words, Diecast. I really do appreciate it. It's just, I don't know. It's just, the truth is, when it comes to the YouTube stuff, it is truly a double-edged sword. It is, like a double-edged sword. I was making a point. It's just that when things are going good, it's really fucking good. But when it's not, it's really bad. There is no in between. It's either it goes really good or it doesn't. At least that's how it's been for me. I feel like I've been through it all with the ups and downs. I kind of feel like my channel now is just kind of dead. Like, it just kind of stagnated. It really hasn't grown as much as it used to. I feel like I peaked in like 2018, and then after that, which is probably because I made that video saying I was done with NASCAR, which I technically was for quite a while, because, well, for like 10 months. Because after I heard that aero package that they were going to use was going to be for the 2019 season that they used from the All-Star race, so like, nope, I'm fucking out, because it was bad, it was awful, and you know what, it turned out to be awful, so it was almost like as if I was right, and I knew that the future for those next couple of years were going to be pretty dog shit. At least in terms of the aero package. But then some races here and there, they allowed the 750 package, and then, wow, those races were actually pretty good, so. Yeah, it was just a miserable era to watch. So maybe that affected it. I don't know what really hurt it so much. Wow, I just messed up that corner. Don't give up the lead. Okay. Robbie Gordon, don't help out your not brother. Thank you. I don't know if this is being really realistic, being that much of a pain in the ass to get around. And now Gordon's going to get held up by his other not cousin brother. So I don't know, it's just been kind of, I don't know, I just kind of missed the days when I would do the Heat 3 streams like every Monday, and it just, I don't know, it was good times. I do want to bring that back. Bobby Labonte just blew up, and that really sucks. I just messed up that corner because I was thinking about Bobby Labonte. Well, I'm glad you watched my NASCAR 8 videos. Those are amazing. That game was so bad. It was comedy gold. God, the frickin' lap cars, man. The one thing I'll knock this game for is the blocking. Like, especially when they're lap down cars, it is just too excessive. Like, it does, they are not like this in real life. They don't do that. I can maybe forgive, like, battling for, like, a lead lap position. Okay, fine. But not a lap down car. They wouldn't be just blocking you, cutting you off the track. And then the fact that they don't do that for the other AI cars is quite bullshit. I hate that. How's the car? Car is pretty good. I am shocked at how good it's handling. Especially since I only had like 3 laps of practice in this. I mean, it's definitely a lot freer than what I had before. But this is an adjustment that's not too major. Like with it being a little bit looser, I can definitely manage this. It's just way better. I'm amazed how good this setup is. I did not think I was going to do this well at Bristol. I thought maybe top 10. I mean, I still might get screwed by the caution glitch thing. So we still got that in our back pocket to get boned by. But in terms of just straight up race pace, it's pretty damn good. So Thank you, Dale, for the setup.
The 4 car is up high. 1554. Everything okay? Number 4.
I can't believe he did a 600-mile race at Charlotte the other night.
You're clear.
It was like a 4-hour and 20-minute race, I think. And it seemed like by the end of it, everybody was just so drained, they didn't really bother to concentrate anymore. Everybody was just talking about different things, and you went a lap down somehow. I don't even remember how that happened. Kristen Fittipaldi is in my way. Move. Yeah, eat wall. Okay, Gordon's gonna get held up on the high side. It also, it works at Martinsville. Ooh, I'm gonna need that because the AI are even more brutal at that track, so I'm definitely gonna need that. Gordon got held up by lap traffic big time because Rusty already got by him. I have no idea where Mark Martin's running, but I'm hoping he's not 22nd like where he qualified.
The 19 car is up high. 1559.
Looking good out there.
Hold your line. You're still there. All clear, buddy.
Ward Burton, don't make me hate you right now. I just want to get around you. No, now I got right side damage. Now my OCD is going to be triggered beyond belief. I mean, if I have to bump people to get around lap traffic, I'm gonna have to do it. I don't want to do it, but they're putting me in this position where I kind of have to because they are just holding me up, chopping me off. Just, it's unacceptable. Don't do that. One thing's for certain: Jeff Gordon and Rusty Wallace have been keeping up with me this entire run. They've been right there. Like, they just will not go away. Lap traffic's really been the only thing that's kind of holding them back a little bit. They might be faster than me, I'm not sure. We'll get to the inside jack Sprague here. Ooh, a little loose there. This should be only a 1 pit stop race. I don't know when we're going to have to pit. It's going to be past 125. I mean, we're not even halfway on fuel 63 laps in, so we are for sure going to go past like 125. Obviously the plan is just to stay out as long as we can. I know that sounds dumb, but with the caution glitch and stuff, if I pit early and the caution comes out, I'm going to get pinned multiple laps down. That's going to ruin my race, so I do have to stay out as long as I can, even if it will hurt me track position-wise. It's better than going a lap down and losing, like, the top 5. So that's just ultimately what I have to do. Kind of curious how many cars are on lead lap. It feels like I passed like 30 cars, but probably not. We've got to lap. We have to have lapped Mears twice by now. So who knows? Yeah, Jeff Gordon's now taking over second, about half a second back from Rusty Wallace. Rusty's kind of holding his own, though. Usually his AI at this track is always really good, so this is like his one chance to, not one chance, his 2 chances a year where he can get a win at. This is like his best chance, and we are just going to steal it from him. Just like how William Byron and Tyler Reddick stole Sam Mayer's win yesterday in the Xfinity race, which was very infuriating. I tell you, that Texas race in the Xfinity Series was such a shit show. It was really embarrassing. That was just when the Truck Series puts on better racing and it's just a cleaner race overall than the Xfinity Series, you know something's gone horribly wrong. That was just bad. And just really pathetic. And it's just... Texas is such a dumb, stupidly configured track now. Like, Texas wasn't hated to the lengths it is now. Like, pre-2016, the hate was very small. It was just kind of labeled as like another typical like mile and a half. But it went from being just like maybe a 6 out of 10 track that normally is maybe a 5 or a 4 out of 10 to now just like a 2 or like a 1. It just like destroyed it.
Good job, man. Good job. Your right front tire's wearing down. Try another line or you won't last. The 16 car, top 5.
That was such a shit show. I mean, it was just such a long race and such a wreck fest. ARCA wishes it can crash cars that much, but a lot of the times the field isn't even bigger than 25 cars. Well, this most recent one, like Kansas, was like 18. So I don't know. Poor ARCA series is just dying a slow, painful death. Sad to see. Though it was really funny with the Bill Venturini and Drew Dollar controversy. That was funny. Not really a shock that Drew Dollar is a dumbass out on track and is just a rich kid buying his way into the sport. So that was funny. I like that. People are pitting early, but I know they can make it to the end. So I don't know. We'll see if that yellow comes out. I'm really hoping it does, so we can just have this race. You know, so I don't get screwed. Because I really do feel like I have the car to win. Ooh. Okay, we're fine. Also, if you can hear like the air conditioner in the background, I apologize. For a little bit there, I was trying to keep that off, but now that we're in the summertime, it's so freaking hot out. I need it, so I'm sorry for that. So we'll have to pit around lap 163, more or less. I guess I go to 164 if I push it, but I really don't want to run myself out of fuel, so I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Kenseth, I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. I'm doing some miracle work today in this series. I really want to keep that going. Oh. I have no idea where... Oh, wait, no, Mark Martin's 6th, but that's because some people did pit, so... Well, he's not 22nd, and I'm not really going to have a chance to lap him, so hey, good for him.
That one was quick. Let's do it again. Attaboy. Keep it smooth, just like that.
Well... I'm just thinking about other, like, streams I can do. I was trying with all my might for like an hour and a half on Thursday to like, I wanted to do a stream on Thursday. I wanted to do like my perspective of like me in the Roots Cup races and stuff. And for the life of me, my Elgato, Streamlabs OBS, regular OBS, refused to pick up the game capture, like the Elgato game capture from the Xbox One. It didn't matter if I restarted it, unplugged it, replugged it, disconnected, reconnected it, unplugged the Elgato itself from all the ports, and it just refused to work, which is honestly kind of infuriating because I don't know why on earth it took like all those efforts.
Always reliable, my man. Love catching races when I can. Probably be the most entertaining race of the day, no cap.
Rum Bandit! Holy crap! Oh my god, thank you! Thank you so freaking much, man. That means a lot. I love you. All the homo. All the gay. Well, in my case, I don't, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm glad to hear that. That means a lot. That really freaking means a lot to get, like, that amount. Holy crap. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're able to catch the stream. I mean, I usually try to make sure they're, like, on Sundays anymore. And the only reason this is at 3 compared to the usual, like, 11:30 or noon is because, well, the All-Star race is at, like, 8 o'clock, but the Open starts at 6. Though I saw some stuff that was, like, starts at 5:30. So I don't know which is which. I was checking on the NASCAR app, or NASCAR.com, and, like, their schedule was saying 6. So I don't know which one is which. I saw on Twitter a post, like, when the race starts. So I think it's at 5:33, which kind of messes up my plans a little bit. But this race should go by pretty quick. Texas is the only question now, but we should have it mostly done before the Open at least finishes, so that's what I'm hoping for. But I always try to do these on Sunday. I want to try to open it up and do, like, more of them. But what I was thinking of is, like, I was going to do Heat 5 on PC. And it's just, I worry about it because I just don't know how many people have Heat 5 on PC to do, like, online races and stuff. Then again, the play count for that game has gone up so much because of NASCAR 21. So, I mean, actually, it's over, like, 150. So, I don't know. I might get something. I might get, like, 10 people. I don't know, but it'll be kind of fun to do it on PC. Maybe do that as, like, a weekly thing, and maybe have that be like our new Heat 3 tradition, like it'll live on through Heat 5. Because I mean, we don't really have, we're not gonna have a new NASCAR game, like a fully like new one, till next year, and this year is just gonna be an expansion of like 21. So that's not gonna mean anything because they're not gonna really fix the internet stuff and like how the lobbies are managed and everything. So. I don't know how much Heat 5 is on PC anymore. It's cheap. It's definitely cheaper now. NASCAR 21 is still almost full retail price, which is honestly insane. I don't know if it's still $60 or if it's like $44. It's still way too damn high. That game should be like, it should be like free. It should be just free. I know that's not realistically possible, but that game is still charged on Steam way too much.
Let's go, buddy.
Well, you know what's funny? Speaking about cents, Motorsport Games' stock is now at 65 cents. It might have dropped since then, but it is getting close to being 2 quarters. It's so bad. It went from being $35 a share. I mean, how do you even... It's beyond 95% of a drop. It's got to be like in the like 97% drop. I don't even know. It's just, I mean, a cataclysmic disaster. You wouldn't purchase it even if it was $5. I mean, fair point. I mean, I don't blame you. But then again, we are crybabies for complaining about a game that, you know, people spent $60 to $90 on and it being a complete mess. But we're just babies and man children for that, because the product was fundamentally broken. Imagine calling people that. Oh wait, that's Radman. Oh my god. I'm not doing a Radman rant. It's funny to kind of point that out. All of a sudden, this car has gotten better, or they have gotten slower. I mean, now I'm really kicking their ass. I'm absolutely amazed by that. I did not think the car had this level of pace. You were barely hanging on to lead for a little bit, but now all of a sudden we are just destroying them. Yeah, I don't blame you for not buying 21. After seeing everything, when all the content creators got it in like October 18th or something. Oh, that's Dale Jr. But yeah, like when I saw the, obviously, when I'm sure when most people saw the content creators and stuff streaming online, realizing how much of a like broken mess it was, it'd be like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy it. I mean, I would if I was in that position. If I was like in some alternate universe where I was like not a YouTube person, I would look at all those streams and be like, yeah, I'm not buying that. That is atrocious. I mean, it literally makes Heat Evolution look like a, like, I don't even know, like, Elden Ring. That's an insane comparison. But, like, it's sad. So we can make it till about lap 160. So that's my plan. I mean, I'm going to stay out as long as I can, just in hopes of that AI caution bug thing to happen. The thing is, even if it does happen, like, will it actually hurt us? Because we have such a lead on the majority of the field. Like, we might be able to get away with not losing a lap, maybe? I don't really know. No cautions, Dave. It's been green so far. We might get one with that AI caution glitch thing. Sometimes that happens. But no driver errors. Oh my god, it just stop. My hood's gonna get all, it's getting all denty.
Let's go, buddy. All clear, buddy. All right. Be careful, fuel's getting low. 1594. You're doing fine. Clear on both sides. Number 40.
You watch NASCAR 96 and level. Is that when? Do you mean like when you started watching it? Because yeah, that time period was great. I mean, I wasn't alive then. I wish I was. I mean, my first season like watching NASCAR was in like 2001. But I was watching it off and on from 98 to 2000. 2001 was my first like full season like watching it. But obviously we're talking to like, when I first started watching, I was literally 3 years old. So from 3 years from being 3 years old to 5, I was watching it like sporadically. Then when I was 6, I started watching it weekly. Obviously, I wish I was like older to like remember them and just kind of have a better memory of it. It's all kind of a bit of a haze, or it's a bit blurry because, you know, I was only 5, 6, 7 years old.
This is what we live for. Keep on it. Number 97 is still there. Clear. R6. 1574. Let's go. Still beside you. Clear all around. Number 41. It's up high. 1578. Come on. The 41 car wants to get by you.
Ooh. That was scary. Oh, stop.
Clear.
Oh yeah, I think I saw somebody saying in the chat for me to crash. That doesn't. I don't care. I mean, I don't know if that's spamming, but it doesn't really bother me.
1554. Keep it up. Number 22 is outside.
Oh, we have a 4-second lead. I mean,
The 22
it looks
car
good, but I'm
is
just
still
worried
there.
about that caution screwing us up because I mean we have the car to win.
Rear's getting
We
low.
absolutely have the car to win.
Clear. 1578. Keep it smooth, buddy. All right.
Of course, Fittipaldi is going to just be a bastard with all the blocking.
Number 43
Jeez,
is outside.
like
The 43 car is still there. 1589. Keep digging.
Stewart has fresh tires, so I'm expecting him to get by me.
Number 20 is looking to
No,
pass.
no, no, no. That could have been bad.
20 car is outside. 16.
But we avoided disaster right there. That little like
Is still there.
hoopla.
All clear, buddy. The 20 car is up high. 1578. Looking good out there. Number 20 is still there.
Fittipaldi and Kansas are just holding us up so badly.
We're clear.
Good lord, like they just will not leave me alone.
16.
Not leave me alone. I just can't get around them. Yeah, Dale, the setup's really good. I didn't think it would be like this good. I underestimated the greatness of it.
1587. Way to go. Got one eye.
I didn't think I'd ever see the day where I'm excited Mac Kenseth got passed by Christian Fittipaldi, but it happened.
Clear.
We'll get by them finally, so we can actually put some distance back on second place.
68.
We actually didn't even lose as much time as I thought. It stayed the same.
3 wide. Hold that line.
Crew chief's high, because that's not 3 wide.
Stepping high. You're clear. 1578. Stay hungry. Got one outside. All clear, buddy. 1571. Let's go. The 22 car up high. Still there.
So we have about 20 laps till we pit. And, you know, I think we'll...
1592. Looking good.
I hope we can hang on. Obviously, I've not tested this setup on the long run, and now we are officially in the long run. It's definitely gotten a lot looser. So I really don't want to yell to come out. I really want to just have this play out.
27. Nice job. You're clear. Got one outside.
Man, the lap traffic is just such a pain in the ass to get around.
The 29 car is going high. 15.99. Let's go.
Especially when they block like that.
Hold that line. Number 16.
We'll get by Biffle and then we'll have a bit of clean track for a little bit. We have some single cars here and there, so we got no more like, you know, gigantic wads. And that's good.
Clear, man. 15.81. Good job, man. Good job.
Now we just gotta somehow find a way around Robbie Gordon. And I mean, we rubbed up on him,
15.75. Nice
but we
job.
got around him. Oh, tires are very worn. It took quite a long time for that little indicator to pop up.
15.71. Keep it up. Hold your line. You're still there.
Jeff Gordon's currently second.
Okay, we're clear.
3.5 seconds back, I think.
On high. 15.75. Oh, yeah.
Now we got some juicy lap traffic here. I thought Termy Sauer was going to hit the wall, so I like immediately turned to the left to try to avoid him, but he actually didn't hit it, so that was kind of good.
15.97. You demand. Okay, we're clear. The one car is outside. 15.95. Hey, great job. Still
Kyle
there.
Petty,
Still beside
get
you.
out of the way. You were going 95 miles an hour in the corner.
Number one is still there.
That is... That makes... That's just so... It's too slow.
16.47. Oh, yeah. Hold your line. He's still there.
There we go. Nice round turn 2. Newman's going to block it. I was going to try to fake up high and duck down low, but I couldn't even try that.
Number 12.
Luckily, we could just kind of poke our nose off the racing surface and get to the inside of him that way, and then
You okay in
get the spot, get by him, get by Sprague.
Clear on both sides.
It's just insane. I mean, this is going to really help us out in the points, because I know when we go to Talladega, we might have a shot to win there.
15.80.
Obviously, I'm gonna just take 4 tires, you know, and fuel and stuff. But I think that track's a lot easier to win at than Daytona, so it probably get a win there. Martinsville's going to be the other big question mark, because I don't think we're going to have that type of car there in Martinsville.
You're clear. 15.92. Looking good.
1.2 in the fuel. Should be easily able to get to lap 163. I'm surprised they haven't pit yet, or more people have. I mean, a lot of people did pit, but not the whole field. And again, my fuel efficiency is always a little bit worse compared to theirs. It's obviously gotten a lot better since the series started, as I just destroyed my nose even more.
Looks like some of the leaders are headed down pit road.
Alright,
16.
that's good to hear.
Good job. The 11 car up high. Clear on both sides. On high. 16, 17.
I was
You're doing fine.
I was looking at pit road because I want to see if like the caution glitch thing, like it's gonna. I was trying to see that, and I didn't look where I was going. Now Brett Bodine is very, very salty at me for that. I'm sorry. I was just trying. I'm trying to anticipate the glitch. Oh, McMurray just he just rammed in the Jerry Nadeau. Was that Jerry Nadeau, Jeff Gordon?
You're clear.
That was weird. And he got back out on track, so that was kind of funny.
On high. 16. All right. Looking good. The 42 car has got a run on you. All clear, buddy. Number 42.
I'm just gonna take it easy until we pit because I really don't want to wreck myself.
16, 7. Let's go. Number 29 is inside. Still there. Car entering the track ahead. Okay, we're clear. 16, 35. Nice job. Keep an eye on your mirror. He's not too happy with you. The leaders are bitten.
All right, I'm just gonna stay out
Inside.
one more lap. It should be very good enough on fuel.
16, 25. Way to go.
Yep, we predicted it. Now, I can't run out of fuel by the time I hit the line because the fuel... Like, if you run out of fuel and then you hit the cross the line, it's going to make you DNF. So I'm just going to...
Still beside you. Still there.
Alright.
16,
That worked out perfectly. Because if we ran out of fuel and we cross... That's why we stay out. That is why we stay out. We were really close to making on fuel, too. Like, if I probably pushed it, like, 100%, I probably would have ran out of fuel there. And then if I run out of fuel, like, if a caution comes out, I run out of fuel, then I hit the line, it, like, DNFs me. It happened to me once in my career mode off camera. So it's weird. I don't understand it. But that's the cards we're dealt with. We were, like, 0.02. I don't know where this is going to cycle us out. Yeah, obviously go with all that. Let's just pause the game, look at what the hell we're up against. We lapped the whole field. Yes! Oh, that's glorious. Oh, we pinned them all lap down. Oh, this has just gone perfect. Make a mistake, I don't care. We got a lap lead. That was perfect. Make more. Take as much time as you want. 18 seconds, 19, 20. Yeah, no, why not? Who cares? Honestly, if you're gonna make a mistake, that was the time to do it.
a lot of cars stayed out on that caution, so we're starting toward the back.
We're like 6th. Like we're only a couple. That's not that bad. Alright, well, we got Dale Jr. and Ricky Rudd, really the only 2 cars in front of me that are lead lap.
45, 36. Number 2, it's up high.
Yeah, we basically almost got a lap lead on the whole field. Yeah, that worked out beautifully. Tara Labonte's 5th from all that, so that's just even more insane.
Number 20 is outside.
I mean, that really couldn't have played out any better.
15, 29.
That was shockingly good.
The 20 car is still there.
Oh, shit. Scott McNew with the 5. Thank you so much for that. I see it. Luck is on your side. It really was. More than I really honestly expected.
Nice. Luck on your side.
I agree. I just usually that doesn't really play out that nicely. And see, it's all because I stayed out that extra lap. I was really close to pitting on like 163. Hello, Armani. I'm doing okay, I guess. NASCAR sees a car 48.75 degrees sideways, put it out. I mean, I don't know. It's just, it's a shame that's that's a bug. I feel like when it comes to like testing like games and developing them, one of the most common things to like report a bug is, and being able to fix it is being able to replicate it. Because if you're able to replicate it enough times, you can be able to figure out in the code like how to fix it. I mean that's something that happens almost 9 times out of 10. Very rarely does it not happen in a race. So it's a shame that it was oversighted because it seemed like something that can definitely be fixed. Now I have no idea if that can be fixed in like in the emulation or the emulator. Somebody has to like do some research on that, 'cause I don't know if that's just something that can be fixed. It would be nice to not worry about that because cautions at those 2 tracks at this in Martinsville kind of destroy the flow of a race and really mess things up. Also, since Dale Jr. passed me, he's pulling away from me. Just baffling. I thought I had the fastest car. What I'm saying that could be fixed is the pit road caution glitch where a car gets out of pit road and the game throws that as a yellow because it's too sideways. Like, I'm thinking maybe like on an emulator that could be patched or fixed or something. I don't really know. I'm really amazed at how fast Dale Jr. is. I mean, I think the gap's stable, right around 12.7, but yeah, I wish I could lap him. I mean, it would just make things a lot easier. Just in case, you know, I wreck or something dumb like that happens or debris yellow occurs. He did gain on him a little bit there. He's going to be stuck in lap traffic, though. McMurray, move. Good lord. Okay, in this specific circumstance, I want EA to get the NASCAR license back for at least like a day to patch that out and then give the rights back to then not have the rights anymore. Only in that specific circumstance will I allow that. Just to fix that one thing. They're gonna go to like their office one day, and they're gonna be like, okay, here's the work you gotta do, and then they see in their paper it's like, we gotta patch this 20-year-old game? Like, what is this? It's like, it only specifically says like on the PCX XS2. It's like, what the hell is that? I just imagine some wacky hijinks coming from that. It could be like a TV show episode. Just gonna win the All-Star race at Texas. I'm gonna say probably. I don't really have a specific person. It's just gonna be one of the Toyota drivers. I just got this weird feeling. I mean, Toyotas were really fast in Kansas, so I mean, it might happen in Texas. Vegas, they were really fast there until the late race yellow really messed things up. So, wouldn't be surprised if a Toyota wins. I mean, it's good for me because that gives my Kurt a better advantage to win, which I'm always up for that. Also, can I also reiterate just how amazing it is to see Kurt win again? After how the season's gone, I was just going to be happy with like a top 5 or even top 10. Then he just comes out of nowhere with one, like this really good race, slaps the field. Doesn't like Kurt is so magical. I don't understand it. Like he just has these like one race a year where it's just like, oh yeah, his car is just amazing and he's just gonna be able to win it. Like he doesn't like I don't know. I guess that's the nice thing with Kurt is like he doesn't really back into wins. Like when he wins. Well, at least recently, in the last couple of years, when he's won, he's definitely had a really good car. So, I don't know, it's funny to me. We're closing in on Junior to putting him a lap down. Actually, you know what? The person that always does the stats on like how many cars pass me in a race, I think this might be the first one where he can put 0 cars that passed me. Because I went down pit road before that cycle even happened. And I did get passed. So that's going to be a mind-boggling stat. I cannot get around Bill Elliott. Just kind of do that. Ow. Ow. It's so hard to have a clean car here. The fact that I went like 50 laps. Oh, Dale Jr.'s pitting. No. Well, that just makes it easier for me. Alright, now we got the whole field lap down. McMurray is 5th. Mayfield car low. What is this race? I'm lost. This race got really stupid. All of a sudden. I should take a look at this leaderboard when we cross the line here, or maybe when I get on the backstretch, because this field order has got to be all wonky. I'm hoping Mark didn't get screwed out of it. No, he's fifth. Okay, I don't need to look at the leaderboard because he's in the top 5. I think he pitted already in the race, so he should be good. Mark is gonna eke out a top 5 after starting 22nd. That's a good day for him. It's a shame the race couldn't be played out a little more organically, because I feel like if I pitted there with that horrific pit stop, but that was under green, I was going to lose probably the lead from that. And I would have to, like, run my way back down to Gordon, I bet. So, if only that actually played out, because that would have probably made the second half of the race a lot more interesting. Gee, it's almost like as if having cautions really disrupts the flow of a race. I'm sure Dale is, like, foaming from the mouth with me saying that, because I said the thing he likes, caution-free race. Especially now that I do longer races now, especially and I was doing the Heat 3 and 4 career modes where I did like 25% races. I always hated when the stage break would come up, because I just like the idea of having just a green flag run. Obviously, I'm not too, like... Obviously, this game, one of the few issues the game has is the AI very rarely wreck themselves. I would be okay if they wreck sometimes. You know, I want them to be human-ish, and make mistakes. Or, like, wreck themselves. It doesn't... I mean, usually when it happens, it's always by, like, the Talladega issue. They very... I don't know, it's just rare. Well, the other unfortunate thing is we're not going to gain much points on Gordon because he's going to win. Or, what the fuck? I can't talk. What I was trying to say is, it sucks Gordon is in second because we're not going to gain as much points on him as I would ideally like. That took a lot out of me to say that one normal human sentence. Sometimes I wonder if I'm an alien or something, because I don't, like... How can I not... English is my first homeborn language. And I could barely speak it properly. How am I supposed to learn other languages? I'd rather just go into, like, a different country and just, like, grunt. I feel like I would be more, like, understandable than me trying to learn a different language. Even though I would love to learn, like, Japanese. Like, that's always a language that's really cool to hear. I would love to learn that. Jesus Christ, Ricky Rudd. He must have just pit because, my God, he drove around us on the outside of Bristol. Well, he's not okay, never mind, not quite, but like he just soared through the outside, like as if this track had like multi-groove racing or something. It was like he was racing on a different time period. Bristol. God. Well, at least Mark's gonna have a good run. That's the most important thing. Yeah, especially with this in Texas, like we could build up a really good lead. Talladega as well, because I know we're gonna probably suck in Martinsville, so we're gonna probably drop some points. But then we go to a couple other ones like California. We did really good there in season 1, so we should be able to do good there in season 2. Dover's sometime after that. Charlotte's up there, which those again should be really good tracks for us. That's why I'm saying like this should be our championship season. We've only had one finish outside of top 10. That was at Vegas, which the AI at that track has always been extremely OP. So I'm not really shocked to not get a top 5 or top 10 there. At least through everything, Jeff Gordon did not lose second place because he probably should be the second best driver in this race, along with Rusty Wallace. But the fact he's still there with me and everything throughout this run, like if that caution didn't come out and we would have had that that horrible pit stop, we had about a 4-second lead. We lost we had like a 5-second off sequence pit stop almost. We would have probably lost the lead by like at least a second, maybe even 2, because we were pitting much later than them. So they had the undercut on me, so. I don't know, the race would have got really interesting. And I don't know if I would be able to really catch him, because even throughout this whole run, I haven't been able to pull away from him. Like, he's still right there with me, just like how he was early in the race. So. If only it would have played out. Only got almost 20 laps to go. Man, this race has flown by. Since I started streaming when the race actually began, it's barely been like an hour and 10 minutes, I think. Oh no, he's gonna hit me. He's gonna hit me now because I did that. No? Alright, dodged the bullet on that one. I really thought it was gonna be his like full-blown rival enough for him to hit me at that point. There we go, got around. That could have been really bad. You know what I was thinking of? This reminds me of Noah Gregson's run at like Homestead. Was it 2021? I just remember he was leading. Like, he had the race in the bag. For whatever reason, he had like a 3-second lead. He still chose to run the high side. Even though that leaves him very vulnerable to like, anything happening. And Lord and behold, something happened. David Starr blew a tire, came off the track, ran the Gregson, and was up against the wall, and he was bitching about it. God, I hate Gregson so much. It just reminds me of that, where like when you have like a 3-second lead like that with like 2 to go, I would preferably not try to use the high lane. I would try to be like in the middle, so if something were to happen, I can maybe kind of back off a little more. I don't know. It avoids less things from happening. I don't know. It's just funny because he kept staying committed to the outside lane. It was just like, I don't know. It was just fun. I like that though. It was a good time.
How's the car feel? The 41 car is still there. Keep digging. Still there. Number 41 is still there. 16, 15. You're flying out there, buddy. Good job. The 41 car is still there. Number 41 is still there.
I got Fittipaldi here stacking everyone up.
16, 21. Whoa, that was a quick lap. All clear, buddy.
Well, we got through that monstrosity, so we might be good to the end of the race. It's going to be close, but I think we'll be good.
That's it. That's the speed we're looking for.
I cannot wait to save my progress for this season, or for this race, so I can save my this Bristol setup, because Jesus Christ, it is amazing. I didn't think it would be this good, but man, it does just about everything. Even on the long run, doesn't really get too bad or anything. I mean, obviously it falls off, but it still holds its shape pretty well.
The 88 car is outside. Still there. All clear, buddy.
I might have to start doing like compilations where it's like I do the race off camera and then just kind of put stuff together as like one video, because I mean, okay, this was interesting enough because there was a lot of stuff kind of happening.
15, 91. Good lap. Keep hitting those marks.
But when it comes to Texas, that's coming up, Richmond, they're going to be so uneventful.
All clear, buddy. 15, 65. Keep it up. Great lap. Gas tank is at half. Number 19 is up high.
All right, here we go, white flag time.
Going low. 15, 84.
We have kept the whole field of lap down by
18 car up
the
high.
weird caution thing. Through 3 and 4, I think we led I think we led every single lap. Off turn 4, we're gonna do the most ultimate clutch Bristol win I think I've ever had. God damn, that was gross. Mark Martin I think got 4th.
There were
I don't
only a few lead changes.
Yep, there weren't too many battles up front for position. Those guys who ran in the top 5 were pretty dominant all race long.
The MBNA car is the big winner in this one.
And rightfully so. He was fast all race long. That whole team deserves a lot of credit for a great win.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, the victory lane celebrations are so satisfying. Ah, I love it. I don't like the fact I look like Harvick, though. That kind of bugs me, but I like it. 20 years ago, almost. Have not gotten this good of a caution. Have not gotten this good of a victory lane celebration since. Oh boy. I mean, that's about as perfect race as you could possibly get. Did not expect that going into the stream. I really didn't think I would have a chance to really win. But Dale's setup completely broke all ground, and we gained 1,120,000. God, or 22,000. God damn. That is a disgusting stat right there. Led every single lap. Wow. I mean, Damn. Mark Martin got 4th. Hell yeah. Gordon got 2nd. We're not going to gain too much points on him. Tony Stewart ended up getting 8th. Steve Park, 9th. Ooh, look at that. And Terry Labonte, 13th. There was a lot of cars multiple laps down. Oh, my sweet Jesus. There was one... Oh, my God. Any blow-ups? Just Bobby Labonte. So Christian Fittipaldi was 10th. Oh, my God. 10 laps down in a 50% race. He would have been 20 laps down if this was a full race. Wow. I don't even know what to say. I mean, that was just... I mean, shockingly good. Now we got Texas, which... Everything's bigger in Texas, just like how our point lead and the margin of victory is going to be. But yeah, we only gained a little bit on Gordon, so it's up to 26. Junior's up to 3rd, Harvick's 5th. Mark is moved up to 7th. And we got Kurt Busch 10th. Hey! I'll take that. This lap champion thing is getting disgusting. We have like 4 times the laps led over Dale Jarrett. I mean, it's going to go up even more after Texas, though, so that's going to be absolutely just revolting. Luckily, I got some stuff to talk about, so, like, this will not be too bad. But, yeah. Well, I guess we'll look at our car stuff, shop additions, one more race on the skid pad. And then, after that, we can, well, we still can't do anything here because something's overhauling. Can't do anything here because that's overhauling, and the bodies, we have one being built and one being overhauled, so can't really do anything there, but we're going into Texas with, like, stupidly fast stuff, so we should be fine in that regard. I'm not going to even use my best stuff for this one because I know we're going to do good here, so I'm going to see what race we have next. That's Talladega. We don't really need to use too much good stuff there, so Martinsville is going to be yeah, that one's going to be rough. Martinsville is going to be really the only one I think we're going to have problems. Michigan, we're always going to have a problem because we don't have the fuel efficiency, so we're going to get screwed on that. There's a couple, most of the races seem like are going to be pretty good for us. Well, that said, I guess we'll just jump straight into Texas. We'll dilly-dally around here. We're going to go with our lowest tire wear, tire grip at 65. Engine, I mean, even our weakest one's still pretty good, but we're going to go with the... which one should I go with? We'll go with engine number 2. We'll save the better stuff for Talladega, somewhat. Downforce, I mean, both of these are pretty even, so there's really no advantage. I'll go with the one that's like 1% better on the conditions. So. 67 car rating, not bad. We'll see what we can do here. I have a feeling we're just gonna... I don't know, I guess we'll see if we can lap the whole field. That'll be kind of wild if we can actually pull that off. Got Stewart on pole. Fuck it, we'll start last. Why not? I'm not even gonna practice. I'm hoping we have a car that's good enough to get up to the field. I mean, we should, but fuck it. We might lose money though because we're not gonna get our sponsor objectives. So, I mean, might as well. We might as well try to make it interesting. Kind of going against like my moral code, but since this is a live stream, I feel like if this was like an edited video format, like I would probably just qualify like I normally do and just really chop it down to like the essential stuff. But for like stream entertainment purposes, we'll kind of break my honor code, and yeah. Now it's time for the most entertaining Texas race of the week. Yeah, I mean, it probably will be. Probably will be. Yeah, I got a good setup for you for Texas. Irishman, no. I refuse to test any setup that you concocted. I really don't want to die. Alright, well, we're just gonna dive into it, just like how you dive into that ass. Okay. Alright, here we go.
Welcome to Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Texas, and today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the Samsung Radio Shack 500. What's in store for these drivers today?
Texas is a tough track for these drivers to get a hang of. It's very fast, but has a very tight groove. Some of these cars may add some paint to the walls here before the race is over.
Ricky Craven has been working hard in qualifying all season, and it really shows.
Starting up front is a big advantage, as you don't have to use the car up to get to the front of the pack. That means when it comes to money time, you still have something left.
How about the consistency shown by Dale Earnhardt Jr.?
Points, points, points. Wins are great when they come, but top 10 finishes week after week are what build your points. Heck, you could win the championship on top 10s alone if you're consistent.
An unusual back-of-the-pack start for the MBNA car.
Yep, he was due for one of these bad starts, though. Nobody can start up front all year. You're gonna have a bad qualifying now and then.
No, I chose to start last. Get it straight. Don't try to spin this narrative that I had a bad start. That is a conspiracy. No. I chose to start back there. Oh, this game. Conspiracies. The corporatisms.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Well, Stewart's on pole, so we know he's going to be good for the race. But well. Oh my god. I almost choked him. I choked on my own spit. Okay. I don't... 163 lap race, I think? Something like that? 161? I guess we'll see how quick we get through the field. 167, okay. Well, here we go. Last the first challenge. Give this stream a big old thumbs up for this decision. This is going to be... It better be entertaining as hell. I've not practiced this track at all. I practice at Bristol. I did not practice here. We'll see how it goes. Gil Jarrett's back here though. That's even weirder. I heard some big time crunching back there. I don't know what the hell happened. Gets the inside of... No? Okay, Kevin LePage is going to be Mr. Blocky Pants. I don't like that. You should get a good enough run off the corner to just get to the inside of him, just pass him. Or just boot, scoot, and boogie him out of the way. How about this? It's this is gonna sound awful. If you want to give this video a like for this decision, and you want to throw money my way for this decision, go ahead. I implore you. Because why not? This is, I mean, it was absolutely nuts to do this without practice, no anything. and just kind of throw myself into it.
28, 27. Keep running that line. That lap was fast. Number 42.
Oh boy, that car. I mean, we are getting up through the field. Definitely not flying through the field, but it'll definitely take us some time to get up there, I bet.
Still there. Take it easy. Number 19 is still there. Careful.
It's just hard to get around all these cars when they're like, you know, grouped up like this still.
29, 12. I want to see more of those laps. Good job. Interval between you and the leader is 4.5. Rewind. Hold that line. Just made the top 20. All clear, buddy.
Mark's up to 19th. He gained a couple spots since the start. Mark's in some alternative schemes this week with his reverse like Pfizer car.
Throwing money away because why not?
Oh my god, Emiliobebzer! Oh my god, I'm happy you're here. I have not seen you in chat in forever. I'm happy you're here. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for the $4.99, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome. You little sneak. You just lurking around in the darkness. Thank you so much, though. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. It means a lot. I'm so damn thankful the amount I gotten today alone. That's goes beyond my like quota for the pro like stream thing. Oh boy, that was an awful corner. That was there's no excuse. But Mark Martin's moved up through the field with me too. That's even better. Kurt, you shit.
Number 38.
And yeah, car's fast. I think we could definitely win this race. I mean, we've lost, you know, a lot of time to leader because we're just trying to get around all these, you know, cars. But race pace-wise, we should still be pretty good. I'm trying to get around Kurt, but man, he's holding me up. I don't know what is with turn 1. Once you get over like a certain bump, you just gain speed. Like you have so much grip from that. I don't know. I can't really explain it, but man, the car just takes off in a good way. Do you like Kraft macaroni and cheese? Yes, yes, yes. There's finally a question about food that I like about. Oh man, I'm like that's a beautiful feeling. I'm so happy because anytime JC's in here, he always asks me food questions, and I always have to say no, I don't like that, or I haven't tried it. It's just I'm the worst person when it comes to talking about food. That and music, those two elements are like just I have no experience. I have no experience of eating. That sounds so stupid. I'm like, I'm like that Family Guy episode where Peter has like floaties on when he's eating soup. That's what I was thinking of.
Doing it the official way. Red Ball setup lives forever.
Irishman, damn! Well, thank you so much with the Streamlabs donation. Holy, you're going above and beyond with that. Well, thank you for that. You and the freaking Red Bull setup. Do I gotta like do like a separate stream, like a 100% race at that? Can I do that? I don't think I have the emulator for on. Does PC XS2 even have it for NASCAR 05? I'll do it on that. I would love to do it on like a PS2, but I don't know what's wrong with my Elgato. It just won't capture stuff on like Streamlabs OBS. Well, it does make me wonder, because Dale apparently hated it, but he also won with the setup. So I don't know. I mean, if Dale says it's like scary, then I feel like it is going to be scary. Maybe I should try to do like a separate one-off video of me trying the Red Bull setup. And if it's like, the video turns out really good, or if it's really funny, then maybe I can make it like a 100% race stream out of it. Hot dogs to macaroni and cheese. That's, I don't think it's too much of an odd food combo. I think my mom actually likes that. Not like macaroni, well, not like macaroni and cheese, but like, I don't know what it is really. Some kind of macaroni. But I mean, I've definitely heard of it. Also, we're up to third, 4.3 seconds back from leader, so obviously we got some work to do. We definitely are faster. Not by a whole lot, though, but definitely faster. Uh, 4.3 across the line, 3.9. Okay, yeah, so we're definitely closing. Macaroni and cheese with the... Now, I don't know what... I know my mom doesn't just have, like, macaroni and cheese with, like, hot dogs and stuff. She has some kind of something with it. But sliced hot dogs aren't bad. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I do think it'll be, I guess, more bizarre if you put, like, macaroni and cheese, like, on top of the hot dog. That would be bizarre. But having it as like a side dish, I think that would probably be alright. Yeah, we are closing in. Good lord. Have you ever ate Panda Express? I don't have one in my area, so unfortunately, no. There's that's another theme too. Is just like, you ask me a question about food, and it's like, well, I never even had it in my area. Sonic, nope. Popeyes, no. We just finally got Chick-fil-A. I haven't gone there because anytime I want to go, it's like the lines are 2 miles long. So I just choose not to go. Yeah, just a lot of like I don't have a Jimmy John's. I think there's one like an hour from here. I'm not driving an hour to get food. It's just I don't know. I guess my area is just boring. Maybe Dale could attest to that or can say something about it because you know he had to physically drive to get to this area. It's just a whole lot of nothing. The first thing, you know what? Well, okay, I'm gonna. The first thing he says when he sees me is he's like, it's not like a loving embrace or like a hi, how are you? It's about there's a lot of smokestacks in your area, and I was like, you know what? You're right. I went back in the house. I went to the bathroom. and I cried for at least a good 15 minutes because, I mean, that was just the last thing I wanted to hear is about frickin' smokestacks. It's like, imagine if I went to go see, like, a movie, and then somebody asked me, like, what are my thoughts on, like, oh, well, what are your thoughts on the new Batman movie? I don't know, the popcorn was good. Like, that's, no! No, it's just, it's wrong! It's so infuriating. Okay, that's that's not at all what happened. That's not at all what happened. Okay, there is some truth to it. There was a brief conversation about a lot of smokestacks in my area. That was true. But that was not like, okay, I'm making a lot of stuff. I'm kind of twisting the narrative. It's kind of like that Cartman episode where, like, he helped Jimmy create a joke, and then Cartman's retelling of the story gets more and more, like, each time he tells it, he's more involved in, like, the creation of it, to the point where, like, he's, like, saving the world. It's really funny. Yeah, we, 1.5 back. It's taken me a little bit, but we're up here. I mean, we're gonna probably get the lead before lap 40, I bet. As long as lap traffic doesn't, like, completely screw me up. Use the outside lane. You know what? I saw that video. When I clicked on it, I was surprised that it was a video made by you, because I was not expecting you to create something so, like, beautiful. You know, it's nicely laid out. It felt it was scripted. I don't know, but it was entertaining. Yeah, we are gonna get the lead. It's gonna happen. Less than 40 laps, but yeah, this thing is flying. To the inside. He's giving me room, so I appreciate that. Just like that, we're gonna take the. We're gonna lead this lap. We led the lap. Are we clear of them? Yes, we are. New leader. It took 34 laps, but we got into the lead. And now we'll see how many cars we led before the end of the race. I think last season. I don't know if it was last season or what. I don't know how many cars we had on the lead lap. I'd like to have less than 5, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Doesn't help that Jack Sprague did that, but we got around him. No visible hood damage. Oh, okay, so the intro was scripted. So I would say what you should do in the future, instead of, like, rewatching the clip and, like, trying to talk over it, I would just simply have the script where you explain, like, the details of events, like, of, like, what you're talking about, and then just overlay it with the video as best as possible to, like, sync it up. So in your like audio or something, if you're like scripting out, you're like talking about like how you're making this specific pass on the outside, and you're gonna make this move, and how you got a good runoff, you can sync it up with that. And just talking about the events in the race, and like just kind of mirrored up with the footage you have. I feel like that would probably work out pretty good, instead of like watching a clip and then trying to talk over the watched clip. That's at least my advice, because I think I did that once a long time ago, and it just felt weird. So I went with that approach I do now, and it worked out pretty good. So there's your video tip advice. Oh my sweet Jesus, we got a yellow. What the hell are we going to do with this now? What the hell do I mean, do I guess I got a pit.
29, 59. Keep digging.
What's that shit? That's the same thing he did at Daytona in like season 1. What is it with the Hooters car trying to screw me? I don't know, but I guess we'll pit. I mean, we're halfway on fuel. I don't know. Is that... No, there's like, all the cars are down here. What are you talking about? It's what are you talking about? All the cars went down pit road.
Pace car's coming out of turn 4.
How? Whatever. That was weird. That was weird. Wasn't by me though, so that's good. I don't know if we're gonna cycle on to lead with this. 15 seconds. Damn. Okay. We're gonna be the first one out of pit road. Oh my god.
Pace cars up front didn't fit.
Well, it doesn't matter because we're first out of pit road, like the lead lap cars. So I don't think that's gonna be much of a problem. They put me in third gear though. That's a bit of a problem. So now this puts us in an interesting spot because we were about to go about like 66 laps on tank of fuel. So now with that 66 laps, we'll be able to pit around lap 107. So we're going to be good on just one more stop. Barely, but we should be good on just one more stop after this. It does make me wonder, though, if they can make it. Well, they should be able to make it to the end, no problem, after the... You know, I don't know what I was thinking. Everybody's got the pit once. I don't know what I was trying to say. What are you playing on? It is the PC XS2, which is an emulator. And, yeah, it kind of upscales the game. And makes everything crispier with the graphics. And it just kind of brings the game to life a little more. For a 2003 game with this emulator, it looks pretty good. There's a couple of graphical issues, mainly just on pit road. Like the pit road signs, they kind of flicker. If you look at like the left side of the screen when I go by the finish line, they flicker. There might be a setting to fix that, but it doesn't really bother me enough too much to want to change it. And I don't think I've really had anyone else mention it, so I don't know. That's really like the only weird technical like issue. But otherwise, I mean, it's, you know, it looks pretty damn good. Yeah, that messed up the field order because Stewart's no longer second. Ward Burns up here. I don't know how. I think my driver Davey could probably pull it off. I mean, Texas usually is pretty good in this game to us, and especially since we have a pretty good car now. We should have. I mean, we're really good at Daytona, and Talladega is a lot easier than Daytona, so we should be pretty good. We should have a real shot to win it at least.
How about a special one because of Kurt last week? And that's all. Yep, nothing else. ... Oh, right. Senpei, 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 onikan, senpei, 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 hash, what if senpei nation?
Oh, that's beautiful. Day 500 with the $45.45. I see what you did there for Kurt. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Holy shit. Damn, thank you. Oh my god, thank you so much for that. That's awesome. That's too great. Thanks for stopping by in the stream. I know it's a little bit earlier, or actually not earlier, a little bit later in the day than usual. I usually like to try to have these around like 11:30 or noon, because it kind of lines up with the race starting at like 3 or 3:30. But obviously with the All-Star race, it's obviously, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's what's baffling about it. The NASCAR app said the Open's going to start at 6. But then, like a Bob Hawker's tweet or something said that the Open starts at like 5:33. So I don't know which one is which. I'm gonna have to. I guess I have to go with Bob Hawker's on that. But yeah, so that kind of I might miss some of the Open because of this stream. I'm not quite sure. I guess we'll have to see. We got through the first race pretty quickly, and this one should be. I mean, it will probably take a while too. We did have some caution laps that kind of probably shaved off a little bit of time, so that might help us.
You're looking great from where I'm sitting. How's the car feel? We're on lap 50.
But Dave Fire, I'm glad you stopped by. That's the donation was perfect. $45.45. That's perfect. I like that. I like that. I was so happy that Kurt won. Kurt, like the last driver, I think I get that hyped about winning since like Dale Jr. When Dale Jr. would win, I would be like screaming. I would be so damn happy. And when Kurt wins, it's like that. It's been a long time. Well, since 2015. Well, then again, maybe not really, because even by like 2015, I already liked Kurt. Though it was really awkward. It was really awkward in 2016 when I went to Pocono. And Kurt was leading and Dale Jr. was second. It's like, well, what the hell? What am I supposed to feel here? I like Kurt. I like Jr. I like Jr. more a little bit, obviously, but like, Kurt winning is also really good. So it was such a, I was so conflicted. That was a good memory. How many wins does Kurt have at Pocono? It's got to be 2. One from 07. Oh, no. He won it in 05, 07, and then 2016. He at least has 3. He might have more. I'm trying to think back. Obviously, the 05 one with him and Rusty Wallace. 07. 2008, he won at New Hampshire, if that doesn't count. Oh, 2009, it was just at Texas. Some other track. 2010 was the Spring Atlanta race, and then I know he won the All-Star race. I think he got another win somewhere. 2011 was Sonoma and Dover. 2012 obviously didn't win one. 2014 he got his win at Martinsville. 2015 was at Richmond. Some other track. 2016 obviously Pocono. 17 500, 18 Bristol. 2019 was Kentucky. 2020 was Las Vegas. 21 was Atlanta. Yeah, so I think he only has 3 Pocono wins. I don't know how it got into that subject, but Curtis, yeah. Okay. I was thinking I was right. Or at least I was in the right track. I was thinking about it. I don't know if I will do it. Maybe I will try it. But I definitely want to try to bring back the every win videos. All of a sudden, randomly, Maybe it's like after watching Slaps of Mark Martin video for like the 8th time. But like, I really wanted to do like an every win Mark Martin video again and like do that. I still have the original like file in my like flash drive. So I could just like re-upload that, or maybe like try to find like if there was like clips where I couldn't find like race footage of, I can actually like find it now. Like years have gone by since then, so maybe I can like have like a completed every win list, which like every win of his could be like found online. Something like that. It'd be really cool to kind of do that again. Like re-upload it. Same him and Kurt, I definitely want to do that for. It was amazing, like that period of time back then. The amount of views it would get. God damn. I mean, it was unreal. I mean, 50,000, 100,000 views. Was it 100,000? It was pretty close. Like, there's a lot of them that got tens of thousands of views. And I guess, you know, for the time, you know, back in like 2015 and 16, you know, those were not common to be found online. So I was really like, I don't know if I was one of the first, but I guess I was definitely one of the ones that like made it popular to like do that. That'd be really cool to kind of do it. But then again, the reason why I stopped doing them and stopped posting them is just because I was getting copyright stricken, and it just gave my channel more of a risk for termination, which I didn't want. Yeah, because obviously when I started doing those back in like 2015, 16, I wasn't really, well, mostly 2016 and 15. 15 entirely, 2016 like most of the year. I did those without really thinking like YouTube was ever going to be like a full-time thing, so I was, you know, I didn't really have any of that anymore, and I really didn't want to get my channel deleted because of that. So I had to unfortunately remove them, but obviously before I did, I made sure to download and save them all. Every petty win-win. You know what's funny? I actually was working on one, you know, back in those days. Like, I gathered all like, I tracked every win that he had, like, wrote it all down, including his couple, I think it was 2 non-point win races he had. It was like a 1961 consultation race and like a 70s dual win or something like that. And I was working on it, and then it just got to the point where it was like 95% just text and screenshots, and I just thought, this is trash. Like, I mean, I can forgive like a couple here and there, but there's no way I'm gonna find, you know, the majority of his wins online. Like, a lot of them weren't even documented, like on film. So it just wouldn't really work, because David Pearson was like 95% like just screen grabs. So I kind of just eventually scrapped the idea, because it was just going to be just text and just screenshots, which I didn't think would be very engaging. Oh, it starts at 5? Okay. Well, god damn it. I am not going to finish this race in like 20 minutes. Maybe in about an hour from now, maybe.
You're looking great from where I'm sitting. How's the car feel? The 16 car, up high. Clear.
Something else that I was thinking of. Oh shit, I didn't see that question. Have I won a championship on this game yet? In this series, no. Obviously, I won one multiple, you know, not multiple times, but obviously I did it in my normal like career mode I did back in like 2017. did the rookie championship mode thing where I didn't win. That was really infuriating. Obviously, with this series now, I'm only in my second season. My first one, I got 9th in the standings. Did a pretty decent, all things considered. This season, I'm almost positive we could probably pull off a win. So, that's what I'm kind of expecting or kind of banking on. But yeah, obviously, this deep into a stream, I really appreciate everybody sticking around and watching. Very much appreciate it. It's been nice, especially the turnouts in terms of like donations and all that good stuff has been. It's been very nice. That means a lot. It really does help me out a ton. I don't know why Terra Labonte's super slow. That is Jesse G levels of slow. Jesse Uwu. Oh, I cracked myself up. That's like Jesse Uwu levels of slow that I saw right there with Terra Labonte. That was wild. Have I watched the Indy? Yeah, I always watch the Indy 500. I'm not like a super IndyCar like fan, but that race is an absolute must to watch. I always make sure to watch that. Obviously, I know Roots is going to the Indy 500, which is pretty damn badass, so hopefully he has a good time down there. I mean, he's got to probably have a good time down there. He's going to go there and see his driver in a big, event of a race for his first time. So it'll be a good time no matter what. Have I drank Monster Energy before? I did once. I did drink it once. Because I did it for Kurt. That's the story. I did it for Kurt because, he's been sponsored by Monster since, God, 2014? Maybe even before. Actually, maybe even before then, because he was racing like Kyle Busch Motorsports, Xfinity Ride. And that was like 2012, so maybe a little bit before 2012, but definitely in the Cup Series since like 2014. But he was sponsored by for so many years, and I always thought it was just I don't know, it's such a simple design. It's just a black car with just the Monster logo, but it works really good because that's kind of what the sponsor looks like anyways. Like, not the sponsor, but like the can. It's very simple, so like I can live with that. But I literally did it for Kurt. Yes, I literally did it for him because I was very curious on just, him being sponsored by it for so long. It's like, all right, I'm going to try it. I tried it, and I hated it. It was just... It's just... The levels of sugar in that is astronomical. I just didn't feel good drinking it. It just... Like, it was just way too much. And I really wasn't ever a big fan of energy drinks to begin with. I think I tried Amp back in like 2008 when Junior was sponsored by it, and I didn't like that either. I thought with Monster maybe I would like it. Maybe that there's like a different flavor I might like, but I really don't want to. I don't know. I really don't want to drink those. They're just gross. So that was it was heartbreaking to learn that. Whoa, 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 that's a checkup. Good Lord. Terra Labonte is holding up this whole field. Oh my God. 1-4. Oh my God, I'm like off the track. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Well, when Terry's holding up the whole track, what am I supposed to do? Gotta buy them all. That was just... That's a stack up of all stack ups right there. I mean, that was 2 lanes being held up. Have I ever played any other sports? Primarily just 2. Back in like elementary days, I was in like baseball until about 2007. Then after that, I got into like the high school bowling around like 2011 when it first was like opened, like when it first started. So did that for a long time. There was a period of time from 2006 to 2014. I did it for 8 straight years, like weekly. It was, I mean, it was, you know, it was fun, but it definitely got to the point where I just got really tired of it. And then I took like, I took 4 years off, did it for about 2 years, and then I stopped again. But primarily because COVID happened, and I really didn't feel comfortable going in places. Because the last thing I did with bowling was in April of 2019. And that was for it was like a tournament, like a local tournament thing. I got offered to be a part of it. I was like, oh, what the hell, might as well. And then like a week later, Dad had his first heart attack and everything. I was really stressed out about that, worried about it. So from that point on, like the rest of the year, I really didn't feel like doing it after that. And I was thinking about joining like the league again earlier in 2020, but then COVID hit and it just kind of stopped all that because I think the leagues would start in like April. Obviously that was in like peak lockdown, so I never really could do that, so I kind of scrapped it. And for well over like a year and a half, I just didn't really feel like going indoor to places like that and like taking any chances like in COVID, so I really didn't want to do that, so I just didn't do that. It took me to like midway through 2021 just to even go into like a restaurant, so I really didn't feel like doing that. Then by that point I just kind of lost the interest. I really had no one to go with either. The other thing now that's kind of an issue is just it costs a lot, not a lot, but doing like a weekly league and stuff is like $18 a week, so you're spending like $72 a month being a part of a league. And I really wasn't having fun with it because all the people that I was paired on with the team with were like older people. I really had nothing to talk to them about. Just kind of just awkward. Well, I mean, luckily they were nice, but like I'm not gonna have much in common with people in their 50s, so it's just kind of weird. Ow! Wow, I just like drove right into him. Have I played any instruments? No. The only other instrument I actually would like to do or try is drums. It's really primarily because of System of a Down. I just always love the drums. Whoever the drummer is, I can't remember the name. He's really freaking good at it. I just always would like to learn how to do the drums for System of a Down like songs, which sounds insane because that whole band is the music's insane. So it's funny that I like want to start off trying to replicate that, but that's like I would definitely love to try to learn that. I feel like I would be pretty good at it. I don't know. Just that's like the only one I would really feel like would be fun to do. No, I have not done acoustic guitar. I think I played Guitar Hero once. think I played it once back in like 2008. 2008 and 2007 were like the peak years of Guitar Hero, because I remember it was like really big, and then it just petered out. I mean, it was big enough to the point where South Park did a parody of it, which that's already kind of telling of how big it was for the time.
The 6 car has got a run on you. Clear all around.
But yeah, I sucked at it. It was awful. I was not good at it, so I stopped. Thank you, Spencer. That's the... Spencer Doleman. That's it. Yeah, he's really good.
29, 16. Good lap.
Yeah, I do get it. I can understand why people like to play like instruments and stuff, because I really would love to learn how to like, you know, use like drums. I don't know. It's like, even I remember when I was little, I'd always try to like imitate it. Like I feel like if there was one music thing I would ever want to try to do, it would be probably that. Problem is, okay, the logistics of it is like, okay, if I even do want to get one, it's like, where the hell do I put it? I can't fit one in the house. Two, probably super expensive, so it's like I don't have the money to spend hundreds of dollars on a drum set. And especially now, I gotta really be careful on this, the money I have, and try to be careful. Like it's gotten to the point now where it's like I want to sell shit. Like, I was really close, not really close, but I was considering selling my car. That's how bad things were getting for a little bit. Not a little bit, I guess that still is the issue, but kind of got talked out of it. This car payments is way too freaking much. Maybe that's my fault, because I got a car that was like $11,000, and I put like $3,500 down on it. I should have went with something under, like, a little bit under that price range, so like the monthly payment wouldn't be as much. But I just liked the car so much, and it was from like this place I trusted. There was another place that had like a 2011 Ford Edge, but it was from like a dealership that kind of was like shady. My sister's boyfriend. What the fuck? What? Oh. Bobby Labonte wanted to be the only car in the track with the number 8 on it. Like, god damn. He was having none of it today.
That was a great lap, buddy.
What I was trying to say is my sister's boyfriend, like, you know, he's a car mechanic and like owns his own shop, so he knows a lot of things about like dealerships and stuff. And he was like, the place I was considering getting a car, like he was telling me like, oh, that place it's kind of shady. It's just not like a trustworthy place. So I was like, okay, out of it. I'm out of that.
Keep it up, great lap.
So that's like the backstory behind that. I have a favorite song from System of a Down. Oh my god. Out of like the 60 plus songs they've done, it's so hard to even pick one because so many of them are so good.
The 11 car, it's up at 29, 19. You're looking great from where I'm sitting. How's the car feel? Clear on both sides.
I lost my train of thought again. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? I was on a System of a Down songs. God, man, I don't even know what one would be my favorite.
29, 13. Run some more like that.
Favorites. First one I thought of when I read that, my favorite one was Holy Mountains. I don't know what it is with that song. I feel like it's like the perfect song that escalates, and it just crescendos into insanity. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just really like songs that have like a really good build up. That one's really good. That's like the last. That was like the 8th song out of the 12 in like that last album they did. So it's one of their like last few songs. But like that one's really freaking good.
Still there. Number 2 is still there. Clear all around. 29:89. Awesome lap. We made it to lap 100. Off high. Number 31 is all over your back bumper. You're clear.
Let's see. I'll pit around lap. I think I said lap. I don't know. Obviously, I could pit now. At any point now, I can make it to the end on fuel, so I still should be good on fuel. I could stay out for a little bit longer. I mean, obviously, we got such a massive lead. I think we could probably stay out as long as we can and not lose the lead from it.
Got one outside. 29:53. That one was quick. Let's do it again. Carlo. Watch the cars coming out of the pits, buddy. All clear, buddy. A couple top 5 cars are on their way into the pits.
It's just insane how fast this car is at this track.
Whoa, that was a quick lap.
I do think I gotta start doing like, if I know like, I don't know if it ever will line up properly, but I would definitely like to do one where it's just like a compilation. Like I record it off camera and then just kind of make like a supercut version of it. Yeah, we're gonna have to pit this lap because I cannot stay out on track any longer. But luckily, because the lead that I have is so massive, we could probably get away with just running out of fuel for a little bit. Yeah, we're just gonna take our sweet time.
The 10 car is right behind you. Got one outside.
Yeah, alright, perfect. 4 tires and fuel out and away. Open race is starting. God damn, I can't. I know, I'm sorry. I should have started this like a 2. Oh yeah, let's make a mistake. Go 2 for 2 in mistakes in these races. Still better than Bristol, where that was 20, so I'll take that. Now we'll be good all the way to the end on fuel. Almost LePage Kurt. That could have been really bad. Oh yeah, I wonder if Dave Haber has already started his stream. Oh damn, I'm gonna miss that. I'm only 60 laps away. I mean, that's less than 30. I mean, I think I might actually get this done before 6, but I'm gonna be missing part of the open.
29.9. Okay, buddy, we're faster than the leader. Let's get up there. There's some leaders coming in.
guess we'll see where this... Obviously, we're going to get back into lead.
Keep coming. We're getting there.
Yeah, I see it. I see the frames dropped.
The 18 car, top five. You're the man, buddy. Leading the race. Number 8
Hey,
wants to get by you.
new leader.
All around. 28.96. Good lap.
I'm sorry about the lag. I still can't comprehend it when I have like the best possible internet speed that my cable provider has, and it still is slow. Like that's nuts. Like I'm wired. I'm wired to the internet. Like there's no way. It doesn't make sense, but it does. But it doesn't. But that's what I was trying to say. It's annoying. So I'm sorry about that.
That's it. That's the speed we're looking for. Number 19, top five.
This race is
19
just...
cars coming high. Clear.
Oh, that was an ugly corner. I mean, we were about to lap up to 5th. Like, I'm happy Kurt's having a good run, though. That's really good. We've lapped... I mean, that's just so wrong. We're just destroying them that badly.
29.18. You're flying out there, buddy. Good job.
Never mind, Kurt is 4th. That's even better.
Got one eye. Still beside you.
Oh boy, Tara Labonte. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh my god.
29.10. Keep it up. Great lap.
Okay, I don't know if that was my car or somebody's, but I heard a bunch of crunching. There was like, I don't know what that was. I was looking at my Streamlabs.
The 97 car is passing high. 29.46.
Do I have pets? Yes, I do. I have one dog and one cat. The one dog is full Sheltie, and the other is a cat. That's it's got light brown as the primary color. It's super cute. The dog's name is Bailey, and the cat's name is Callie.
28.72. That was a great lap, buddy.
Bailey is currently gonna be 7 years old in about 2 more months from now, and Callie is gonna be 3 in November.
Fastest we've been yet.
As far as lapping the whole field is concerned, that's not going to happen. We're about half a lap back from catching 2nd, so that's not going to happen. Catching 3rd, though, I think will happen.
Indy 500 qualifying on my TV, NASCAR on my phone, and this on my laptop. Multitasking at its finest.
29.36. Keep running that line. That lap was fast.
Scott McDew with another 5, man. Thank you so much for that. That's awesome. Man, you really are multitasking. Good lord. How do you focus on all that at once? That's just too much to comprehend. The fact that I'm even an option of worthy of watching alongside other things like that is freaking awesome. I appreciate that.
Good lap. Keep hitting
even though this race really hasn't been that interesting. I mean, I did start last. I did move up through the field. I mean, it only took about like 30 laps, but it hasn't been super interesting. So I'm glad you still stuck around.
Got one high. Number 23 is going high. Clear.
Oh, a dog. Yeah, dog's a girl. Cat's a girl. So both girls.
28.89. Great lap, great lap. That one was quick. Let's do it again. Got one outside. Still there. Clear all around.
Well, 47 to go. We're good on fuel to the end.
We're clear. 29.13.
And now we're just trying to see if we can lap up to third, which I think's going to happen. Obviously catching second, I don't think it's going to happen. We've gained time on them. We've gotten closer to them, so I don't know, it might happen. Car is definitely fast enough to do it if I start on pole. Hello. Oh, we got Terry Labonte. That's why he was slowing up more than usual. We got to see how many laps Terry Labonte's down by the end of the race, because it's got to be over
That's a quick one, buddy. Keep it up.
like 10. I'll be shocked if it's not. The one thing that my mom was really worried about with getting a cat was how the dog was going to act. She just, she didn't know what the dog would do with another animal in the house. But shockingly, the dog has been really good to the cat. In fact, the cat bothers and bullies the dog more than anything, so the dog has insane, just chill factors. She doesn't really bother the cat. She doesn't really try to, I mean, she does try to fight back, but the cat is really, can get very stubborn. It's just, I don't know. She just gets away with a lot with the dog.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice lap.
But it's, I don't know, they are funny together though. Funny enough, there's never really a day goes by with those animals
Number 22, down low.
that don't make me laugh in some way, because they always do something funny.
Hold your line.
So
Still there.
that's adorable. It is
22 cars.
quite adorable.
28.99. Good lap. Okay, we're clear.
I have no idea where Stewart's at. Obviously he started on pole after he led about 30 plus laps, and then I passed him, and then after that caution, he's just nowhere to be found. So I don't know if he got trapped a lap down or what.
Number 30, it's up high.
I mean, it's good for me in the points because he was, high up there.
To get by you.
Gordon again is nowhere to be found, so we're gonna gain some big time good points on him. Now we are only about 10 or 11 seconds away from the leader, or second place, which is Dale Jarrett.
That's it. That's the speed we're looking for.
Actually, probably technically around like 9 seconds.
Still there. Keep digging. Clear on both sides.
Considering the time I get around the track, I think I'm in like 3 and 4 by the time they hit the line. Something like that.
All right,
basically, the times are kind of really haven't changed much. Like, I've gained on Harvick, but it's been very slightly. It's been around the 22-second bracket for a while now, and considering he's stuck in lap traffic, or at least I would assume so, I'm amazed. He should be hitting the line right about now, and we're just getting off turn 4, so I can't really see him yet. Though I would love to try to lap the whole field if I can, especially since we only had about 41, or we had the restart on lap like 41, so we only had about 120 laps to actually achieve that, which would be even more insane because we would have. Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy to think about. If we start on pole, we would have lapped the field easily. Inside of Kenseth, well, we tried, but it's kind of blocking a little bit. There we go. So now we just gotta see. Probably lost time that lap because we're dicking around with Kenseth too much. Yeah, we lost about 10th on Harvick. Now we'll see if we can. Now we got some clean tracks, so now we can probably start to gain a little bit more. So 23.5. Is that right off turn 4 by the time we get to that point? 21, 22. Yeah, yeah, it's almost. We're almost there. Boy, oh yeah, we got to worry about them catching Tara Labine too, so we might gain more time from that as well, if it hasn't happened already. Tara Labine's got to be like over 10 laps down. It's, man, I don't know. Usually the crew chief says something like, there's a car back out on track, watch out. They're going to be out the pace, or something. I didn't hear that. Maybe I just didn't, I missed it. See what the interval is when we cross the line this time. 24.0 for Harvick, so we'll see how that is when we cross the line. I mean, we should be hitting right off turn 4 then by that point. Hello, Brett Bodine. Just bump him out of the way. Hey, that's good to hear. Stenhouse moving on. Good for him. Actually, I don't really know like what the package is like for the All-Stars. I don't know if they're going with something like really goofy again or what exactly. It's hard to keep up with the format. It always changes. So I have no idea what they're really doing with the race. Like what package they're trying to concoct for it. Do I like Reese's? No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't.
Number 2, up 29, 19. Run some more like that one. Clear on both sides.
Yeah, that was my car that made that noise because I put the transition. Good lord. Okay, so we passed Terlabani in lap 139, so we'll see how long it takes for me to lap him again. It feels like it's like every 10 laps, like I get to him again, so I don't know. I guess we'll have to see on that, on the lap counter.
Good lap. Keep hitting those marks.
It's the same C70. Oh, okay. Hey, well, then it might be. I mean, the All-Star race might be pretty good, but I don't know. I mean, it is Texas we're talking about, so I'm not expecting anything great.
That's what I'm talking about.
But,
Hold your line. You still
no! Right side damage to the car. Oh. Why? My OCD. What's my favorite chocolate candy? I would probably say Three Musketeers. I think it's that in between like a Hershey bar.
That's it. That's the speed we're looking for. All right. Clear.
That or Gertrude Hawk chocolates, which I don't know if that's like a Pennsylvania thing or what, but Gertrude Hawk is like, that's on like a whole other tier. Maybe that would be my favorite. Yeah, probably that. Probably Gertrude Hawk would be my favorite. Gertrude Hawk, Three Musketeers, and then a Hershey bar. Those are like my top three.
Attaboy. Keep it smooth, just like that.
I try not to eat too much chocolate anymore because anytime I eat chocolate, it just makes me break out a lot more, and I don't like it. So I try to have it very sparingly. Like I've only had it once this year. I think that was in February, so yeah, it's been a little bit, but I try not to have it too often.
28.92. That's the lap time I'm looking for. Keep it up, buddy.
Oh my god, that sound it makes when I hit that transition. Pit road, no, I'm good on fuel. I pitted around lap 106, so we are very well good to make it to the end on fuel, no problem. Oh, we got spam, so now with that, you definitely get rid of that. If there's any mods in here, that's just gross.
Number 16 is outside. The 16 car is coming high. You're clear.
That's third and second right there. Oh my.
86.
Oh my god. Oh wow, we're not even gonna have a problem with catching them. Christian Fittipaldi just held them up royally. You like RC Cola? I think, yeah, I do. I haven't had it in a very long time, but last time I tried it, I was like, yeah, it's all right. Oh my god, I almost like hit the right side of Fittipaldi, and if I hit him right there at the right angle, the car was just gonna go straight, and that could have been really bad.
86.
But yeah, I like RC Cola. I don't really know what the hype is about it. It just kind of tastes like regular cola to me. It doesn't really taste anything like stand out-ish. But yeah, I mean it's fine. Maybe it's like better than like store brand soda, but I mean it's fine. 139 to lap 148 laps. It took me 8 laps to lap Terlabani, so that means we're gonna have to see him like 2 more times. We're gonna have to see him like 2 more times. That's sad. So now Harvick took over second. He just passed Jared.
29.46. Awesome lap. You haven't got much longer on that left front tire. Number 19 is outside.
The fact that
All clear, buddy.
in
29, 33.
108 laps, it took me to lap the whole field. That is insane. If this was a 100% race, I would have lapped the field like 3 times over. Like, what is this? Both races today have gone extremely well. Bristol was kind of just a given just by the luck of the draw with that glitch. With the pit road glitch, so kind of expected. I guess I didn't expect it, but... Yeah, this, especially starting last, I thought maybe it would be a little bit harder to lap the whole field. But no, in fact, it was shockingly easy. Still have no idea where Jeff Gordon's at, so we're going to probably have a really good point day after all of this. I don't really know where Mark Warren's at either, so I don't know if he's running in the top 10 or where he's running exactly. Bobby Labonte's 2 laps down, so... Did we lap up to 4th twice? I mean, this game is weird with how it tracks, like, laps down, because if you're more than, like, half a lap down, it'll just automatically put you another lap down. It's goofy, doesn't really make a whole lot of sense when it gets to that point. So it may be something like that, because I don't really think I recall passing him twice. Oh. Damn, Cherry Nadeau had a block of the century. So we passed Terry Labonte at lap 149. There's like a 8-lap difference. Like 8 laps took me to lap him. Like Terry Labonte is channeling his Jesse Uwu's like levels of slow. Like it's slower than that because Luigi wouldn't even go 10 laps. I mean, it would take him like 10 to 15 laps to get a lap down at 1.5 miles. Terry Labonte is going slower than that. So we should probably catch Terry around lap 157, I bet.
29-12. Good lap. Keep hitting those marks. Number 25, up high. The 25 car is still there. Okay, we're clear. 29-32. That one was quick. Let's do it again.
Yep, I know where Terry's at because there's
The 12.
a whole group of cars stopped, essentially.
You're clear.
Yeah, that is a mess.
Off high.
Alright, they're finally getting around.
Number 12 is passing high. Okay, we're clear.
Yeah, that's kind of the general consensus on Jesse Ubu is he's a great guy, but shouldn't be on track. He really shouldn't. If he's going to be that much off the pace, and obviously, I mean, they made him park the truck in Kansas because he was so slow. Yeah, I mean, he just shouldn't be out on track. He has no business being out there. I don't know why he's even out there. I don't know if it's like a political bullshit thing where it's like, oh, we gotta have him out there as like representation, but it's like,
I want to see more of those laps. Good job.
I don't know. It's just
Only 10.
I don't know the logic behind it.
You're clear.
I don't know, but either way, doing pretty good.
29-28. Keep it up. Great lap.
And at the rate, yeah, the game's doing half a lap. If you're like more than half a lap down, it'll just round up to the next number. Because Dale Jr. is already 2 laps down, and I didn't even get by him, so he's probably at the start-finish line right about now, or something like that. So it's weird. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Number 20.
I don't know why Stewart's back here. What is that? I'm even more confused. Why is he back here? We need to look at this leaderboard after the race and like figure out like what the hell's going on. So I'm lost. Mark Martin's up here, so I don't know what position that's for. I think we're gonna catch Terry one more time before we cross the line. I think it's gonna probably be around lap 165 if I had to bet.
Number 99 is outside. The 99 car is still there. 29.52. Attaboy, keep it smooth, just like that. Clear all around. We can't lead laps with no fuel. Pit now.
We're good on fuel, crew chief. You don't gotta worry. That's probably Labonte, so...
Right side.
How many cars are we going to put left? Bobby Labonte is 5th, so we are going to actually legitimately lap up to 5th, like putting them 2 laps down. So that's kind of wild. That's Labonte. Maybe Mark's running 6th or 7th. Maybe Mark's in the top 10.
Just 5 to go. The 18 car is still there. Number 18 is still there. Might be time for a new left rear tire. The 18 car has got a run on you. All clear, buddy.
I don't know where Terry Labonte's at. I want to lap him one more time.
32.
One more time for good measure. I'm thinking lap 165, which we're almost there. I see a stack of cars up there, so that might be him holding up people again.
Run some more like that one.
Yep, I see him up there. Yeah, we're still good on fuel. That's why I stayed out as long as I did. Oh boy, that is a stack up. I don't even know how to get around that. It's just such a wad. I guess we're just gonna go where they ain't.
Number 41 is
Even if it's
outside.
in the grass.
The 41 car is all over your back bumper. 29.
Get by Terry one more time for good measure.
Quick lap. 3 wide. Clear all around.
Yeah, I'm glad in hindsight I stayed out as long as I did because maybe that one lap would have been the difference between me making it on fuel to the end or not. Kind of got lucky with that because, yeah, if that call didn't happen a couple laps sooner, we probably would have been
42
forced to do like 2 stops, and that would have really kind of messed up our strategy. But anyways, white flag.
That's a quick one, buddy.
And, I mean, we led like 130 laps, I think. We probably could have led almost every single one of them, but this is still pretty good. Well, through 3 and 4, what a day today that this has been. I mean, it has been nothing but domination station. Through 3 and 4, we'll get by Fittipaldi one more time for good measure. Dunk. Ugh. Ugh. Ah. Frickin' hand hurts. Mark got 5th. Yes.
Lead changes were pretty scarce.
To be honest, I'm a little surprised that we didn't have more leaders. It just goes to show that with the right setup and the right strategy, you can really dominate a NASCAR Winston Cup race.
The MBNA car comes away with the win.
Well, everything just added up for him in this one. Great car, great team, and oh yeah, a great driver too.
I agree. Yes. Ah. That's a big-ass trophy. Who's gonna fit in those shoes? Freaking Bigfoot? I just thought of that. Like, those shoes are so big, nobody can even wear them. I'm offended for all the Reddit feet users. Okay. Yeah, we still got a good chunk of money. We didn't get the sponsor goal for like getting the poll. But I mean, that's still, I mean, good lord, 1,550,000. I don't know, a big number. We lead 132 laps. Stewart ends up getting 6th. So I guess Mark must have passed him right at the end. And we did lap up to 5th twice. So Bobby Labonte was not up there. Was he up there? Did he pit at the end or something? What the heck? Am I overlooking him? Yes, I am. He was 8th. Okay, never mind. Mark Martin, P5. I mean, I'll take it. Stewart led 32, and Harvick led the other 3 probably during pit cycle. So, wow. I mean, that was gross on all levels. I don't even know what to say. Kurt he gets another top 10. Bill Elliott, 10th. Started 27th. Mark again with a like terrible qualifying, but ended up making it up in the race. So, good for him. And Ricky Rudd back to 13th. Gordon 14th with a bad run for him. So yeah, we're going to gain a stupid amount of points after this one. I mean, we are going to be looking really good going into Talladega, which we could probably win or easily get top 5 there. So that is going to happen without a doubt. Like that, I don't think that's going to be much of a question. That is an 89-point lead over Dale Jr. So hey, I will take it. That's our 4th win of the year. I mean, we've almost got the same amount of wins that took us the whole year to get in a span of 7 races. Well, not exactly. Still pretty good. Average finish is 4.1. Dale Jr. 2nd. Gordon dropped to 3rd, barely. Mark Martin with another solid run. Stays in 7th. He's only 2 back from Dale Jarrett. And Kurt still 10th. Okay. He's going to the banquet. So, good for him. The laps led thing is getting very disgusting. I mean, it is... that is a despicable amount of laps led over the rest of the field. Mark Marley led 13. I wonder where he led the other 13 at. Boy, that's a lot of awards. Man. Well, we're making Ford lead the constructors, so props to me. And our skid pad thing came in, so we can actually start building one. I don't remember which one that was, like what the shop edition. I got it. I think it's tires. I think it's tires. Yeah, it's tires. So we'll go ahead and build a new chassis. Actually, we could start like repairing a lot of stuff here. This one's currently our weakest here. I mean, that's 70. I mean, that's... What would this be if we overhaul 70? So, yeah, I think we're going to sell that chassis and then build another one. We'll sell that for 142, and then we're going to build a new one. 81 with the... Good lord, that is... it's really good. We'll build that, throw that in there. Engines, we'll repair whatever we got. That's like our weakest one. Which I think is this one, number 2. Yeah. Yeah, number 2 by a little bit. We'll overhaul it, get that up to a 66. Bodies, we got still that one being built. Number 2 is our weakest one, so we'll repair that, overhaul that. Luckily, we got a lot of money to work with, so we can kind of just, overhaul it and get those little bit percentages better. And shop additions, we can kind of look into... yeah, look at that. Look at the chassis. We got 4 upgrades on the chassis versus 2 on the engines. That's how much I was really trying to prefer, like, tire grip and wear. Because engine-wise, it seemed like we're pretty decent with, like, a setup in there. Like, we can probably hold on. We'll go with the templates. We'll go with that. 900,000 for 6 races. Why not? Why not? We'll throw that in there. We need some buy downforce. I'm sure that'll probably be a help. So might as well. And with all that said, we're done with this stream. We're gonna save our progress, and that'll do it. That'll be the stream. Right at almost, yeah, a little over 3 hours. Obviously, the Texas races are always like really long, so I'm sure if we were at like Talladega or some other track, it wouldn't be, well, not nearly as long. But yeah. Well, I guess that'll do it for me in the stream. I gotta watch the Open. Actually, that went a little bit past 6, so I was a little bit off in my estimation. But oh well. But yeah, before I go, like always, I want to thank the people that did like super chats and stuff throughout the stream. I do really appreciate it. Rome Bandit with the 20 bomb, really appreciate that. Scott McNew with the 5. Emiliobebzer with the 499. Irishman with the 420. I see what you did there with that. Dave 500 just slapped his pride. I was gonna say another phallic word, but I didn't want to say that right now. I don't know why, but he slapped his pride on the counter with all that he sent me. $45.45. God damn. Thank you so much. Scott McNew again with the 5, and oh my God, Scott McNew with another 5. Holy crap, man! Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Donation in advance since I'll be in Indy next week. Oh shit! Well, hopefully Indy goes really well for you. Hopefully that's a good time for you. Sucks you won't be in the stream, but hey, you're going to a badass race, so got no problems with that.
Donation in advance since I'll be in Indy next week.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that. You're too kind. But yeah, that'll wrap it up for me in the stream. I gotta watch the All-Star race because I gotta make a video talking about my thoughts on it, and I can't if I'm missing some of it. So I will get going. So thank you for watching. I'm hoping I can stream again during the week. Maybe some like Heat 5 on PC, or maybe like a stream where like a kind of like it's like a combo where it's like I do like a tier list for like NASCAR games, and then I can kind of do like a stream with like Heat 5 online, like on the PC. That's my plan. So maybe that'll be kind of fun to do. But either way, that'll do it for me. I'll see you all in another video. I'll see you all in Dave 500's chat if he's streaming it right now. If you're here watching this and you see me in his chat, if you type in 45, that I'll know you were watching this, and then you I hurt my hand, and then you transfer yourself over into his. That's like our little like in thing. So I would love that. It would make me. Only I would get. People would be confused, but we will get it. Okay, I'm gonna get going.